Hello, psychotic. Hello, hello. Oh, we have Chinese food coming. That's exciting. Yeah, so today is my last day off before I go back to work. The time off was definitely needed. And I wasn't really sure if I wanted to stream today, but we'll still give it a shot. See what we can do. I feel like it's a mix of me not being in the best mental state of things and the Freedom Unite's end bits being particularly rough, and also having been doing Freedom Unite for a while now. It's just, you know, like a mix of things. But we're still trying. I'm probably gonna try, like, I know we spent through all the trouble to, like, get a longsword going for this. I'm still gonna probably just try with hammer or greatsword, but I feel like I have to just make a greatsword. I'm not sure. I'm just not sure yet. Moment. these. Yeah, I need these. I kind of forgot already. What are a normal set? Who's that? If we don't have artisan, right? So you still need high-grade earplugs to have protection against Tiger Roar is the thing. But I could probably get that if I dropped artisan and used a hammer. Like, say we just go for the classic Tigrex hammer. I'm still just thinking about things. Yo! And... oh, right, it was a 3-slot thing that we had, 2, 4, 5. Right, I kind of forgot that there was the weapon giving us the extra. And unfortunately, that's just 4 points. So you can't do it without a 1-slot weapon to have evade distance and high-grade earplugs with this particular setup. Unless I change the chest piece off of this. Hold on. That gives you... Just thinking... Yo! Unfortunately, that does give you attack down. There's no getting around that if you want that earplug on top of that. I don't know. I mean, attack down is no, it's not great, but it's still more than just the base weapon is. Yo. Do I have enough here? Just thought I don't have enough. There's also that. I don't have enough Garuga ears for that. Man, I just don't have the setup that I want. It does feel like that might be the better way, though. You get some evasion, you get the evade distance, you get the earplugs. I assume you would need high-grade earplugs to fully protect yourself from Tigrex at least. Yo! Really good weapons again. That's got... yeah. That's pretty nice too. That gets you the damage and the affinity. Yeah, earplugs are weird. Like the roar still hurts. There's like a space between, like if you're too close, it hurts you. But if you're far enough away, the hurt radius isn't as big as the sound radius. Like you can be closer without getting stuck in place, which is the big thing. Getting stuck in place just traps you for way too long. I feel like there's a point to be made, maybe, for doing Narga. Just ordinary Narga fight to get this. It's a solid hammer. It gives you the slots you need to do things with. It has the natural purple. It's got the affinity. Maybe that's what I want right now. I'll have to do Narga for that. I should do Narga with my current set though. So that I can get used to fighting it. Because if I'm gonna do it with the hammer, I'm gonna be effectively, because I'll have to fight it for the upcoming thing too. So I should probably just use what's here and work from that. Well, that's a plan. Yeah, so like, I wanted to stick with doing longsword on it, but at some point I eventually have to balance out what's fun for me and what's makes me not want to stream. And it's the late bits of this it's just a little. I may have put a bit too much on me. That's how that feels, if that makes sense. So I want to make sure I'm still enjoying things. Maybe having more and more restrictions is more appropriate for the more modern games, where you just have more tools so it's easier as a result. And maybe the other ones don't need quite as intense of restrictions. Where over here? I didn't bring paintballs because I was in an arena hunt. Well, could be worse. We'll give it a shot, I guess. Oh, I thought I was far enough away. That was a bit way too late of a release. Oh, a little too late. Early? Why did I get late early mixed up so easily? Did I even hit it? I'm not sure. Oh, that felt good though. That felt good. Don't overcommit. Oh, okay. I thought I could walk around that. I thought. Don't overdo it. Like, if I get decently lucky, because I only need 3 scales. Oh, don't do that. I could be done in just 1 attempt, or 1 run. I'm a little disappointed that hit me. Going that way. I think it might be up this way. I'll check out. A little too early. No. I kind of don't like when the upswing is the one that knocks them. And having earplugs does really give you so much more opening options. Nice. That's not what I meant to do, but it works. I guess. Nope, I shouldn't have gone for that. That's alright. Okay, that's fine. That's less fine. Don't type and rock at the same time. Hello, Doc Run. You're currently in the late end of things in G3 and only 1 or 2 village quests left. I'm just trying to farm up a weapon at the moment. A little too slow. A little too slow. That's so satisfying to do. The spin is a little risky, but it's way too satisfying to pull off a good follow-up hit. Thank you. I've been playing Monster Hunter, gosh, a long time. Over 10 years now? Streaming it for like 6, but like playing for longer. I dodged way too late. Bad decision. Not much stamina. can do a spin here, right? Yes, we can. We're going that way. Rude. So rude. Nice. Thank you for popping in. Even if it's just lurk and watch, I appreciate. Gosh, earplugs really does make so much of a difference for what you can get away with. Oh. Oh, that was an unfortunate whiff. Bad angle. Alright. That went surprisingly okay. I think it goes here. Yeah. Right here. I definitely did not space that good. I forgot how much those linger. You can't really roll through them. That's alright. It's alright. still become not alright, but it's alright for now. Yeah, now it is quickly turning not alright. I'm amazed that hit me. Alright, we're fine. Ah! Fire prey, please. Leave me alone. I think I needed the thick Nargasam. I will take a Heavenly Nargascale. That's pretty significant, because that means I can easily make a Narga weapon of my choice. I don't know what I want to do with that. I don't know. What do I want to do with an extra Heavenly Scale? I'll have to look at all the options. Thick scale. I hope I got what I needed out of that. Hopefully. Yo! I did. Okay. Now I just need money. So yeah, put the Heavenly Scale on the table though. Because you can upgrade most weapons without them. But you can also just craft it directly into them. Although, it may not be cheaper still. So the Great Sword is an option. Long Sword, I don't know if that one's worth it as much. Sword and Shield. 10 cutting wings. Like, what was that, one for every blade? I already have Midnight Bow. I already have Ultimate now Cannon, so I don't think I need a different cannon. I guess Light Bowgun, though, it could be an option. This. 288. But the thing is, like, it's Rapid Fire Crag in the old days. Which is just weird. I don't know. Anyways, I'll get some money. Alright, let's sell the rocks we got. Let's see. What can we sell off? That's definitely a good start. That'll do. Right.
Yo!
Alright, Narga Hammer. It's not a 3-slot still, so we still do have to gem in 4 points. 5 points of hearing protection.
Yo!
Make sure I don't have it elsewhere. I shouldn't. Okay. Hornitar heads or high rank Garuga. I think long Garuga ear is high rank, right? Should double check. I think so.
Yo!
We could look for some Hornitar heads still, but yeah, so 2 more for hearing. And then we can still get rid of attack down. assuming it is 15 points. I hope it's not a 20-point skill and I just didn't realize it. That would be bad. Well, we can get rid of the attack down now, so... Alright, let's do Garuga then. Let's see if we can get this. That should be paintballs this time. Let's see, Garuga. Yeah, I'll do it. Yeah, it's weird, isn't it? Well, I say it's weird. I put mine to Japanese because they took away Monster Hunter language as well. But you know what I mean. It's still weird to hear them talk. They probably are. It's just like, it's just not what... It's not what I'm used to out of Monster Hunter at all. I like the random noises voice acting. Garuga, please. Both angles, please. Oh my gosh. I'm getting rolled by these Wolfangos. I can't move. No, Wolfango, please. And there's a Shakalaka now. Oh my gosh. This Garuga will just not stop. Alright. We got that out of the way at least. Can I get another one off? Kind of. I don't think I should have gone away with that, but I did. I'm really glad Garuga isn't in the set of 4 monsters. Totally could have been. Hello, Delix. Alright, I'm feeling better about it tonight than I was recently. We're currently just getting stuff together to improve a set for our current target hunt. I need more earplugs decorations. It's Garuga. I didn't really want to spin, but here we are. I rolled into that because he slid on the wall. I rolled left and he just slid right along with me. Slide in. I also didn't want to do that. Oh yeah, Cyclotic. I did respond to you sending me some stuff about Frontier, but when I was looking at it earlier, it looks like there's like 2 or 3 different versions that are available to play. And the one that Enma provided, that you linked, seems to be... one moment, Delix. The one that was provided seems to be for like ZZ, double fingers are back. And one of the things in the frequently asked questions on that was about how, given that it's like a recenter expansion, that it compressed the early game a ton. I'm not sure how I feel about that. You just started Freedom recently. Tips to get to early game. Well, where are you in your progression so far? Like, what rank of quests are you on? I guess I should say. Garuga, please. The worst. Come back. Well, that's what I was thinking. There is a Frontier Classic, and there's some other. That's what I'm saying. There's some other options. So, yeah, I'm not that sort of person though. Okay. Gotcha. Give me a moment, Delix, to get out of this hunt, and then I can talk about what you're at easier. Now, I don't want to just get to the end game. I want to have a nice, slow progression. I incredibly... Oh, was that the Velociraptor? Never mind, that's okay then. I thought the... Get away from me. The Garuga did that. Gosh, this Garuga is so jumpy. One thing, Delix, currently, what weapon type are you preferring using? Is it just one thing, or are you using multiple kinds? And also, is this your first Monster Hunter experience, or do you have experience with the other entries at all? Those can both shape a little bit of what I suggest. Thank you, Garuga. It's amazing how Garuga in high rank can still be a total menace. It doesn't matter if you have G rank gear, he can just still mess you up. I'm so glad I hit him too. take it. I don't think you can ignore the compression psychotic is the kind of the problem. Because from what I read, they essentially compressed like HR 1 to 30 into 2 ranks or something like that. So there's not really an option to ignore the compression. So it's mostly like I needed to like look at the different versions and balance what are the pros and cons of each of them before I pick one. Because I am totally okay with having a slow experience, which I know a lot of people don't like. And the one that was linked, ZZ, also doesn't have Magnet Spikes or Tonfa, if I recall reading correctly, and some of the others do. And those are, you know, some of the interesting things. Oh, there's just interest. Alright, so you're figuring out what you like this game. Started with Rise, with Swax and Hunting Horn. If you've played with Hunting Horn this time around, you've probably noticed it's pretty different. Alright, 2 ears, that's good. 2 ears is good. Yeah, I know what Ford 5. Ford 5 is one of the things I saw there. Right, so... Okay, so... Now that I'm out of it, I'll talk a bit more. So, is this your first older game past having started with Rise? Or have you been around a little bit now? It's hard to get more meaningless psychotic than 100+ Kutku in Monster Hunter 1. I'm just putting it out there. I can't imagine a grind being more meaningless and just grueling than the Kutku grind we did. And I kind of value having more original experiences, just in general. A bit of GU. Okay, so you've got a little bit of experience, right? So, yeah, early on, getting 2-shot by Congalala. So yeah, you're probably in 2. Yeah, Congalala's there. So Freedom Unite, if you've probably already noticed by now, things hit a lot harder early on. You just don't have as much defenses to work with. You just don't get much defense in general. Also, with Lance having no evasion feeling weird, Guard Lance is definitely more the norm in the older entries, and then especially like in 1st and 2nd gen. Evade Lance is a lot more, like you can do it, but it's harder to work with. I feel like, at least. I'm just trying to think of how I would give advice. I feel like Freedom Unite in general, I mean, that's probably more fine psychotic. Having more variety is good. But the problem with the Kutku one is that Kutku is just the most optimal by a long shot. But we'll see. I'm just thinking out loud. Or thinking in not out loud, you too. It's gonna be difficult to avoid getting 2-shot or 3-shot by things, just in general, Delix. That is going to be a consistent thing throughout the game. Is that regardless, like whatever rank, whatever like difficulty of thing you're at, things are going to hit hard. And it becomes a matter of not getting hit in the first place and finding places you can fit in your heals when you do get hit. Congalala does have a good bit of openings to work with. You know what? I'm just gonna pause around here. So let me go back, way back to HR2 when we didn't have much. I imagine you don't have much in the way of armor at the moment in HR2, right? Like what is So what? Are you still using what armor are you currently using? Have you made a full set of something? Are you using a mix of pieces? What is your current situation? On the armor front. Base armor. Okay. That is probably your first thing you need to change. Just because if you look at armors, right? Let's just run over here.
Yo.
Even if it's not something terribly useful, the base armor you start with has 1 defense. Anything else off the start is already a huge defense upgrade. Your starting one is paper. It is the most taking off your armor will hardly do much as far as defense goes with the starting stuff. You don't even have to start grinding necessarily. I don't recall, because I can't really go back and see, but you should check to see the caps and go to buy armor and see if you can purchase. See if there might be just chain or just leather, but see if I don't remember what you have available at the time at the rank. If you have the game open right now, you can have a look. But check and see what the cat has for sale. Money is still going to be a problem. Hello, Quill. I was broke all the time. Money is just hard to come by and keep. But if you're not sure where to start, you can just grab some basic armor out of the shop in here.
Yo.
It's going all right, Quill. I wasn't feeling. I've been a bit burned out, kind of, with Freedom Unite because the quests are getting extra rough. And I've been also having a bit of a bad mental time recently, but today's going okay. Today's alright. So if we go back in here, we'll look here. Okay. I do have access to it, so I can sort through that later. Go to HR2. You have access to Kaku. And if you've got Kaku and you got the early drones.
Yo.
If you look at early Kaku armor, right off the bat, the armor has a base 24 defense compared to your base 1 defense of the starting armor. This alone will make a huge difference in your survivability early on. So you have access to Kaku in 2-star, and this will help. Especially because with the skills, you'll also get a bit of extra health and attack. Like, it's a solid early set. So we got health 2, attack 3. Check it again. We got 5 of each. ZZ does? Alright, I'll have to double check. Again, I'll have to, talk. I will double check and see where things are, what's up with that. I could have had it wrong. 8, 7... So yeah, Delex, if you want somewhere just to start with, fight and make the Kaku armor. You will go from 5 defense to 120. Alright. and you'll get some extra health and attack. Okay, then. If that's the case, then that's just how it is. I might have just had my information mixed up, Psychotic, which is entirely possible. So, if that's how it is, then ZZ is probably the way I'd want to go, because I'd rather have... It's a mix between, you know, wanting lots of options and wanting an original experience, and so we'll see. I don't know if I'm going to want to do Frontier after Freedom Unite yet, or not. It really depends on where Wild's timeline is. But I think Frontier is going to be in the near-ish future. Just the near isn't relative to how slowly I play. I think it's coming up on me wanting to do it. Anyways, Stelix, you're still here. Kaku armor will do you very solid to start off. You have access to Kaku. Yeah, there's less room for error, and it's like the more modern the Monster Hunter entries get, the easier it is on you at the start. Yeah, I'm aware of that, roughly, Psychotic. I don't want, yeah, so that's fine. So early on in older Monster Hunter, you really just do not have much to work with. It doesn't ease you in the same way it does with, say, GU or Rise or World or Wilds. You just gotta get dumped in and everything hurts. So I would make that. And you'll probably want a gathering set as well. And I'm pretty sure you can buy that here. Pick up the leather armor for your gathering needs. You'll especially want that for the quests that involve carrying like wyvern eggs and stuff, because there is some of those early on. Backpacking will help you get those out much easier. So, make Kaku armor to start with. Grab leather armor for gathering. When it comes to weapons, it does come to personal preference to some degree. I really like Hammer in Freedom Unite. It's probably my most used at this point. Yeah, it is my most used by a good bit. I don't know how much you'll have noticed early on, because there's not many things to like do roars and stuff like that, but if you fought Kaku, you probably noticed how impactful wind pressure is. Like when the Kaku like takes off or lands, and everywhere around it, like in a fairly large area, just pushes you back. You get to ignore that with Hammer, because when you're charging your Hammer, you're immune to wind pressure. So you don't even need an armor skill to deal with the wind if you play Hammer. Which is, it might not sound like much, but that's a really nice thing. Like, a significant, like, power increase feeling thing. You can just ignore wind. So, if you know something is coming, like, gonna land next to you, you can draw into a charge. So holding down dash and press both attack buttons. So on a PS4 controller, it's triangle and circle. You can draw into a charge and just hold it and ignore the wind. It's quite nice. Make use of expanding your farm here. Whenever you have an option to do so, you want to be putting points towards this. And after every quest, come back through, do what you can in the farm, harvest what you can. I know money is an early concern. Yeah. Money is an early concern. What am I saying? When you have the crops unlocked, I think initially you just start with one line and then you get a second and a third. One way you can address currency early on, for quite a while, honestly, you can purchase worms for fertilizer. They're not always available, but the granny down here at the Guild Hall entrance sometimes sells worms for cheap. Here we go, 10 zenny a piece. This is your go-to fertilizer. If you can afford it, a whole stack only costs 1,000 zenny. So stock up on worms periodically. And when you get the ability to, plant power seeds. You can, because the crops grow after one hunt, and you can go pick up the power seeds, keep a few to replant, and sell the rest. And if you just keep cycling that every time, that'll be a consistent and steady income, which will help with making your armor and weapons and stuff like that. So that is one quite useful thing. Yeah, the options here also, red and green and eventually yellow, these just come out into a variety of crops of various uses. So it's good to like run these a few times just to get some stuff available. But power seeds are going to be your main farm income for a good while. Other things. Other things. You're not going to have him right away, but the boat person over here that you can send out to get goods, similar to the Meowster Hunters of later games, is useful. And getting points, yeah, I guess this would be a last tip, yeah. Getting points both for that and for renovating your farm. You can get it from account items, from gathering in the field, but also arena. If you go over here to the training school, you've got assorted trainings. It is highly recommended to do the arenas. Not only will you get zenny and points for doing so, but there's other rewards in there that of varying use. But it is, I would say it's worthwhile. So make use of the training school. It's not just lessons. This is the arena, and the arena has good stuff. I forgot what I was doing. I was making these. I had already. Right. I needed. Had I already put them in? I forget. I forget. Yeah, I just needed 2 more. Right? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, so hopefully that'll get you started. I should eat first. Yeah, no problem. Happy to help. In the end, this is a game that really works. I feel like works best, you know, taking time to teach each other and help each other out. And while I do prefer playing solo, I can still help out in other ways. And back when I was new to the game, just to the series as a whole, I had no idea what I was doing, and other people helped me out and taught me things a lot. So it's just the sort of thing, you know, you pass on, help out as you can. Any more water? More water. A little bit. So I only play Monster Hunter for the most part on streams, and I only stream every few days. Like I work a 3-day on, 3-day off schedule, so I only stream on my days off, and not on all of them, and not for super long either. So like, it's more so that you can see from the title, this is the 133rd Freedom Unite stream. So we've been on this game for a while now, and I'm in effectively the end game of it, the final set of hunts and stuff like that. So things are, I'm going the wrong way. Things are hard, things hit hard, they're punishing, they can go on for a while, and then you fail. There's all sorts of stuff. And then you want to make a weapon, and it turns out it needs this given thing, which is, you know, you gotta go grind for it. And oh, I needed more of them. There's just a whole bunch of things, and I like the slow feel of the older Monster Hunter a lot. But Freedom Unite, and Monster Hunter 1, and DOS, they all do have, you know, their share of rougher feeling things. I was getting a little bit of burnout on this because the quests I'm currently on are just extra rough. And Rathalos is frustrating to fight against. Oh, I should have stood back a bit more. Nice. I'm probably stunned. Yeah, fine. I'll be fine though. Cool. Everything whiffed. Oh, wow. There was no wind-up. He didn't do that. Right there, that little step back. He just flung himself into the spin instantly. Hey, Barthas. Ah, his head was too tall. Hey, Game Cop. So we just need 2 more ears. Oh, right, I got 2 ears and not long ears, I think. Maybe that's the thing. I tried. I'm probably dead. No, not quite yet. Yeah, Dead Eye Arsenal. By the way, Delix, if you do return to GU at some point, it's my favorite entry overall, so I would definitely recommend giving it a shot. Yep, and take care. Have a nice night. Okay. That third fireball hits really close. Like, the other 2 go farther out, and the third one hits close, and it's catching me off guard. I'm amazed how everything whiffed there. Thank you. Exactly what I needed right then. Just when I was lining something up. I think I got 2 ears. I thought I could make what I needed and couldn't because I need Hornitar heads. So I might just like do that instead if I have to. Poison Hornitars, carve them. Hope for the best. long ear. That's good. That's what we needed. Here's the one we want.
Yo!
Alright. Go for another. Go for Hornetars. Hornetar heads are kind of rare though, so probably more Garuga. Why not? Bread and crab. What does that do? Health and defense. Thank you, Velocipede. Hey, you doing? I'm amazed that that hit. That was such a wide hit. Okay, I did not know this. I kind of don't think that's true, actually. I'm pretty sure that's not true. Right now, get a Garuga long ear. So I can make more earplugs decorations. Stop doing that, please. Cool. I just need one more to make the last decoration I need. I was hoping to time it to get another triple in. I disagree. That was so weird. What a way to dodge his charge by being too close to the wall so he can't get to you. Yeah, I'm not a party person at all. Not one bit. Why meet girls when you can meet a Garuda? Ah! I disagree with that one. Yeah, I was trying to get like this stagger a KO or something. I'm not anticipating tonight being our usual 3 hours either, by the way. Between tired still and wanting to do stuff and things. But I'm happy to have done made some progress towards getting another set built for our attempts at that final village hunt. Getting tossed around. There we go, got the long ear.
You.
There we go. High grade earplug, evade 1, evade distance up. That's about as good as we're gonna get. Alright. Let's buy some more whetstones. Alright, let's give it a shot. Give it a go. I'm still going to do my initial pokes at this without the flash bombs, just to get a feel for Rathalos without the flash. I really disagree with this opening. That was crazy. Okay, if I can... I need to actually hit him. The insta charges are a problem. Yeah, ignoring the roar is very good. Hoping that I can just be safer with the hammer compared to the longsword. No! I say that and I get insta-charged over and over until I die. That's alright, let's just keep going. get away with actually have earplugs. You gotta make sure you give yourself room to get out of the way when you go for those. I was afraid it's gonna go for the claw attack. I could have gone for something that I didn't want to. There we go. No, I was really hoping I'd get away with a third one. Oh my gosh, that did so much damage. Alright, don't go for the third. Just don't. It's just not worth it. If he's enraged, the charge does like way more damage. Okay. But like, that feels reasonable-ish. That was without flashes and it went okay-ish. I say, having been run into a lot, but you know. Yeah, the hammer feels more workable for sure. Yeah, being able to like not get blown back. That was nice, getting an extra hit in. If he had charged me, I probably would have died. Yeah, that's the problem. Is I need to attack him, of course, but like, gosh, you just can't do it from the front. Like, you need to hit his head, but like, his head is dangerous to be near. That was my second cart, by the way. I will need another one in there. Pop me another one. Yeah, that was not good. I didn't mean to spin though. Did I really whiff that? How did you do that? He dodged it still. I'm amazed that I keep missing him. How? How does I keep missing? I don't know how I whipped so many times in a row. It's like I was just barely out of range of the slam repeatedly. No. That's good enough. I want to give this more proper attempts later, but I'm happy that we got the hammer set up and it seems to be working more comfortably than it did with longsword. However, I am also hungry and I want to eat something. And I'm just gonna take it at that. So I have work for the next few days, so probably 4 to 5 days, and we'll try this again. I will get this quest down. It's just a matter of working out the best way to approach it. So thank you all for being here, even if it's a short stream. I appreciate it. Have a nice night.